question is to the Minister of Transportation. 12 years ago, the GTA West Corridor was identified in the growth plan for the Greater Golden Horseshoe. Since then, the minister has consistently dragged his feet on the environmental assessment of the GTA West. 2 years ago, the minister took the unprecedented move of suspending the environmental assessment. My Freedom of Information request shows that the Ministry of Transportation has spent over $14 million studying the highway corridor with nothing to show for it. This week will mark the second anniversary since the minister suspended the environmental assessment. Why the delay, Minister?
Thank you. Minister of Transportation.
Thanks very much, Speaker. I thank the member from Dufferin-Caledon for her question. She may not be aware of this. A number of days ago, on the ministry's website, we posted that there will be an update regarding this particular project that will be taking place within 60 days of that notice going up on the website. Speaker, I'm extremely proud to be part of a government that has literally invested billions of dollars in highways in every corner of the province. Speaker, just the other day, I joined with members from the government caucus in Brampton, where we announced and officially opened up lanes for the widened Highway 410 in that neighbourhood. Speaker, a few days later, I was standing alongside in the brisk weather, the member from Etobicoke Centre and the Minister of Housing, and was the minister responsible for poverty reduction, as we opened lanes on Highway 427, Speaker, in northern Etobicoke. And Speaker, on that same day, out in Durham, in the Clarington area, Speaker, standing alongside the Minister of Agriculture and the member from Durham, we announced that starting in January, Highway 407 East Phase 2A will be open to vehicular traffic, and I look forward to providing more.
Thank you. Supplementary.
The only thing the minister has done on the GTA West corridor is continued to kick the can down the road. You announced it 2 years ago, you announced it a year ago, and now you're saying another 60 days. What's the delay? The reality is that the land along the proposed route of the GTA West has been frozen for years. Peel and York Region and municipalities around the GTHA have been calling for the minister to finish the environmental assessment. Residents and municipalities have no faith that this minister will finally make a decision on the future of the project. After all, the minister has committed in the past to provide, quote, updates, only to find another reason to delay. After $14 million spent, will the minister commit today to restarting the environmental assessment of the GTA West corridor?
Thank you, Minister.
Speaker, as I mentioned a second ago, our government's record when it relates to highway construction is unprecedented. We are literally, again, investing in highways in the GTHA and in every corner of the province of Ontario. Speaker, what I will not accept and what I will not contend with gracefully in this chamber, Speaker, is a member of Ontario's Conservative Party. Let's not forget, this would be the party that first told and then sold Highway 407 to a Spanish consortium, Speaker. I will not take lectures from a member from Patrick Brown and the Ontario Conservatives caucus when it comes to highways that are needed here in this province, Speaker. We know, Speaker, we know all about their People's Guarantee, and we know one thing, Speaker, what's guaranteed in their plan, should they ever come to power, Speaker, will be less infrastructure investments, will be less public transit, will be fewer highways where they're needed, Speaker, will be less money for cycling infrastructure, Speaker.
I consider it a test, so I'm going to pass. The member from Bruce Grey Owen Sound is warned. Time's up. New question, the member from Kitchener.